Hello Internet, my name is Eric, and what you're seeing currently on screen is some B-roll footage I took of Team Fortress 2 and me playing a bad pyro on defense. But that's not really the main topic of this video. So, I just had the game in the background to give you guys something to watch, or girls do, you know. So anyway, I decided a while back, like I'd say maybe 6 months ago, that I wanted to really learn programming, but be serious about it, you know. Like a lot of people back when I was younger, I initially learned how to code because I thought it was interesting, but also because I wanted to make games. So I did what a lot of people do. I went on YouTube, I found Brackeys, who's an excellent guy, love him, and I made my own game, you know. It's mostly a prototype. It's called the Vertex Whisperer. You can see some gameplay on it now. Cue to future me to put that in the video. And as you can see, you take the vertices or the vertexes of points and you can pull and manipulate them. But like a lot of new game developers, I bit off more than I can chew, and I just eventually abandoned the project because it got to a point where my coding ability wasn't good enough to keep moving forward. I even went as so far as to hire somebody to help me, but it just didn't pan out. But that was a couple years ago that I really tried to do that truly. Nowadays, I am trying to learn C# with a focus on just learning the core of it so I can build like useful desktop applications. And I'd say one of the primary motivators for that is so that I can get a job as a junior programmer and break into the industry that way. And I do have ADHD. I'm 28 years old. As I'm older, I've noticed that the hyperactivity part isn't so much an issue. It's, you know, staying focused. That's the issue. And I found, like, you know, books for me are hard to keep my attention. And I do best with hands-on material, period. Why did I say period? Should I cut that out? I'm not going to. And, you know, I've experimented with a lot of different tutorials. I've switched languages. I've hit a lot of the classic beginner problems, and I'm finding that I have to work around the material that's available freely to me, short of getting like a private tutor, and make it work that way. You know, I'd like to go to a boot camp, but I don't have the money for that. I know there are some like programs where you can join and then they take like a percentage of your revenue after you get a job, but I'd rather just go the self-taught route and build a portfolio up and get a job that way. I'm well aware that it's much harder to do it this way, but I don't really feel like committing to college again. I have been to college. I've got a bunch of credits that aren't used for anything right now. But that's not really the point here. The point I'm getting at is I want to learn it on my own, and I also have to maintain a full-time job so I can keep my place and keep a roof over my head. And I feel like the self-taught route is the best way for me to do that. And eventually I might go back to college. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So, what's the grand point of this video? You're probably asking yourself. Well, I feel as though that I've looked it up on Google. I see there are other people who have ADHD and ADD and similar issues, and I'm kind of doing this for myself to kind of do like a weekly blog type of deal, like a spoken blog or video, to kind of have to go back and look upon and see that I'm making some progress. It's kind of like a way to keep myself motivated and keep myself accountable. One of the things I've noticed that helped me a lot is like when I can get like right into a tutorial and we're building something like I've seen like on YouTube there are a lot of these tutorials like learn blah 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 in 4 hours, learn in 8 hours. But it's just like an encyclopedia dumped into a video without much real application. And I'm like, well, what's the point of this? You know, maybe it works for some people. I'm not like trying to crap on them, but who make those videos, but it just doesn't work for me. So there's this website I've been using. It is called, let's see, Moo ICT, project-based tutorials. Well, I'm going to try it out and see how it works. It looks like it's kind of what I've been needing, and I will report back how that works out for me. Anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble, and have a good day, people.